I'm Richard Porter.
I'm Johnny Smith.
And this is On the Other Side of Things, the Smith and Sniff spin-off where we take questions from a live audience.
So, thanks for coming, everybody. Such is the nature of the beast that we need a question which we can answer straight away, going over to you, sir.
What is the funniest thing that ever happened on Fifth Gear and Top Gear / Grand Tour, respectively?
The funniest thing. There's been loads. I wish that they would do an outtakes, because I think it would be funnier than anything, especially Tiff.
One of the funniest things that I ever witnessed personally, which was on camera, but in person, I had a proper, struggling to breathe, laughing fit, as did a lot of people, we went to Bolivia for a special, and the cars were delivered on a barge coming down the Amazon, and then they had to get them off, and that struggle to get them off was genuine. It took far, far longer than it should have done. But during that, James slipped over on a gangplank and properly face planted. And it was very hot and we were very tired, and it was the single funniest thing at that point I'd ever seen in my life.
I think it was, and I'm sure I've said it before, it was that day when Plato just turned up and was so mischievous. He just wanted to cause carnage, and he wore his shoes the wrong way round all day. So he got really aggressive with me because I refused to do the same. And then at lunchtime, I think he tried to steal my shoes, and he said at lunchtime, when we film in the afternoon, why don't you just wear my shoes and I'll wear your shoes and we won't ever talk about it. I'm like, I said, well, we can, but your feet are ever so slightly smaller than mine, so my feet will hurt by the end of the day. And he went, doesn't matter, fuck it, let's just do it anyway. He was hell bent on it.
Do you remember the item you were filming?
No, I can't remember it. I honestly can't remember it.
People could look it up and see if they could spot Jason's shoes.
He was definitely wearing the shoes the wrong way around all day, so they ever so slightly pointed. They just pointed out the wrong way.
like sort of putting positive camber on.
Yeah, it was.
Looks a bit weird, but you can't quite work out.
Yeah, the tracking was completely out. Yeah. So that was probably that.
Does someone else have a question? No. Hands over there. I'll go and grab the microphone.
I'll stand and watch you.
Thank you.
With one leg on the chair.
What do we do? I saw hands over here, so we're going to go, quick on the draw. You two, one after the other.
You're in a safe space here.
Yeah. Well,
George Clark's safe spaces.
Depends what you're going to say next.
What happened with the Range Rover?
Oh, man.
He swapped it for a Panama hat.
Are these hanging baskets real, or do you think are they artificial? I don't know, because they'd probably be quite difficult to water, wouldn't they? Okay, next question. Let's go. I actually can't talk about it at the moment because... Hang on, when's this going to go out? No, I better not talk about it because there's a thing...
It's in witness
promise
protection.
I will explain.
It's witness protection.
Just not now.
Has it gone legal?
No, but I'm just having to speak to a company about a thing that I would like them to resolve in my favour.
Oh, yeah.
And if this company says, we heard you slagging us off on that shit podcast of yours, that may go in their favour, and I don't want that.
This is getting...
I wish I could say more.
That answers your question completely, doesn't it? Yeah.
Also, I need to message that guy
yes.
about an alternative way of resolving the whole situation.
The issue.
My first is in juice, my second in paper. It's a bit of a riddle. I will explain it properly when I've got that bastard car off my drive.
Yeah.
Next question.
I'm so glad I didn't buy one.
I also tried to buy a Panda 100 HP recently and sell it to my wife, saying it would be a nice little runabout that she would enjoy driving, thinking she'd be happy. But she went mental and spent the whole weekend telling me all of my faults, which I wasn't expecting.
All of your faults rather than the Panda's fault?
Yeah, so I had to tell the guy...
And your alternators, Dickie.
Yeah. Have you got any advice on how the best way is to break to your wife that you've bought another car?
You're asking me?
Yeah, this might not be good advice.
You're asking the man who just bought the car and then dealt with the consequences.
That's what I usually do.
It's a difficult one. You're in a difficult phase. If you've bought it at a price which you know you can get rid of it for at least what you paid for it, if hopefully a profit. That's always a good spin. I used to find that was a fairly good spin.
Well, they're all good investments.
Of course they are.
Always.
So you're on the right track already. But I think if the car needs work, and if the car lets you down, let's just say the car lets you down, Rich. The Panda doesn't work very well.
Well, maybe I let it down.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
You've got to be careful. You've got to be so careful.
Yeah.
When I bought an M3 just before our first daughter was born, and what I did was track M3 values and drew a graph, because you can't argue with science, can you?
No, that's maths. That's
M3
just
values
fact.
dipping and going up. So I was like, it's at the bottom of the depreciation curve, and every other M3 has always gone up. So it definitely is an investment.
That's good. That's
good.
great.
I used the same tactic when I bought my Porsche. It's an investment. We won't lose on it. Thank fuck I was sort of right on that one.
You were right on
Have
that.
I ever told you about this? I probably haven't either. My dad was an absolute winner. That's the best, no, honestly, this will be fine, I've ever done. Because A, it was fine. Like, it didn't really...
And you
cost me
used
money.
it a lot.
Used it a lot. And my wife, initially sceptical, is this the right thing to do? It's a lot of money. As the man who bought that car drove it off up our street, my wife cried.
Wow.
In fact, worse than that, she threw herself onto the bed. She was looking out the bedroom window upstairs as it drove off down the street,
Sounds like...
cried, and then she threw herself onto the bed and sobbed like a toddler.
What?
I probably shouldn't tell you that. But that's how much she loved that car.
I've
But that's
seen
the thing. Find a car that your wife will love. Find another. No, you need one. Doesn't work in this context. Right. Anyway, another question.
I think I saw a card in a phone booth which said "sob like a toddler." I didn't pick it up.
There was a hand over there that went up really fast before, so I'm going to come
Yeah.
over here. Incoming. Oh, you've got beers.
Yes, we do.
Right, this is going to be interesting then.
Hello.
Are those
Hello.
folding nose bridge sunglasses on your head?
No, unfortunately not.
I hope they are.
Apologies. There's some folding sunglasses over here.
What? Hey, what?
Oh, are they folders? Shit, look, they fold.
Oh my God.
Look, ah! Flying. For the purposes of those not in the room, it looks like a seagull flying in the air, but it's a pair of sunglasses.
Could Johnny do the rest of the recording in the Prelude 2.2? Yeah.
I can't.
By my maths, we've got 16 minutes to go. I feel like that may...
I've never
push
actually
it.
done it in the room with anybody. I've always done it on my own.
Come on, man. You know you can.
On my own, yeah.
You're going to be sick.
Do you know the problem with that is I never realised how much
You ain't doing it. Come on.
I'm not doing it. I have to turn the other way and do it. Yeah, I had no idea like the popularity it would have. Yeah, I put my foot down. Yeah, and like the word goes blurry and shit. Like, you know when like a fly flies into your eye, like that. And it's just become this thing which I had no idea would be popular, and all that.
I think for future live shows, if we just have a little booth with a curtain you can go into and do the voices like a ventriloquist.
Oh, that'd be great.
Next question.
On the same vein, can Richard do the rest of the recording in Harry Metcalf's voice?
That's a good one. What did you came down? Didn't you come down in the Scamander, the salamander?
Do I do Harry Metcalf's voice?
Yeah, you can.
Do I?
Yeah, it's Harry's All Night Garage, isn't
I
it?
don't know. I was thinking about that the other day because
Yeah.
I was in a petrol station and I was suddenly like, I'd love to see Harry just slightly flustered behind the counter. There's a bunch of stoners trying to buy Pringles again.
No, it's no name full suspension mountain bike guys,
Yes.
all queuing up for Twixes and 4 cans of whatever
Yeah.
is cheap at the time. No, the old survival bottle of cider, 2 litre cylinder
Yes.
cider.
White lightning. No, I can't do that because now I can't remember how I do it.
Yeah, you have to look the other way. It works.
Yeah. Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So that-
yeah. No, the interesting thing about this. That's no good. That's not good. It's not. Harry's outside. We could just get him to come in. Although I think it's one of the hardest things. Is actors always say it's hard doing your own voice. You go, Harry, could you just sound like you? Well, that story. Do you know that story about John Motson? And the impressionist Alistair McGowan was hired to do the guide voiceover on, I think, a B&Q advert. That they were getting John Motson to come in and voice later.
Yeah.
They just got Alistair McGowan in because he could do the right cadences and, that sort of mochy voice. And go, oh, yes, amazing bargains. And then They showed it to the client. Client went, yeah, we love it. They got John Motson into the recording studio, and they went, oh, he doesn't sound like John Motson. And they used Alistair McGowan's impression of John Motson because it was more Motty than Motty.
What? I think you should offer to do some sound over work on Harry's videos. Because Harry could lip sync.
It's really hard, isn't it? I just realised when someone goes, could you do the voice? You go,
It's actually quite hard.
can barely remember how to do my own voice.
Yeah.
Next question, over here. Hello, Connor.
Hello.
This is Connor, everyone. Connor has been to live shows before, is, as we've established, a lightning rod for Honda unreliability.
Oh, yeah, that, yeah.
But also, Connor has done some guitar over our end music, which I was going to, not the one that's on at the moment, but I was going to put it out, and it keeps crashing my computer because it's got so much guitar.
Oh, no, actually, no, when I opened the file that you sent me initially, it crashed my computer because there was already so much.
Because there's like about 90 layers of vocals
Yeah, exactly.
on it.
Is it like because like the file is doing like 12,000 RPM and shit? And like,
My computer...
you got no idea what the components in the engine are doing, yeah? They're like...
My computer did go into VTech trying to load it all up.
Like 0, 8, 30 oil. What the fuck is that? What is it? What's 0 weight? That's like no way.
Question.
My question's quite a simple one because I've been thinking about it since I saw you tweet about it, well, yesterday, but at the time this goes out, it'll be last episode.
A week,
what
8
does
days.
itchy chin mean? Because I'm 29 and I've never...
Oh shit, you're one of them.
Oh.
No idea.
Oh, God.
It means you're a liar.
Gather round.
Okay.
It was a different time, you see.
Yeah. It was around about the time that fingering was a thing. It's true, pre-internet times.
Well, I mean, I was going to say very much not.
No, I'd say it was a thing. And so...
It was, I would say, 80s playground.
90s as well.
I mean, I don't know, maybe 70s as well. I wasn't...
Right.
Well, yeah. Definitely, we've got an older
70s,
gentleman.
yeah. Itchy chin. It's sort of like Pinocchio's nose, but on the chin.
It denotes scepticism / thinking someone's lying.
Okay.
And I'm guessing, and I don't know, that it comes from sort of, going...
Yeah, okay, no, that makes sense.
But yeah, like, the gentleman in front of you has just done a superb,
chin
scratchy chin. Yeah. And it's that. And then by extension, if you're doing that, you can summon up now the ghost of big-chinned celebrities such as Bruce Forsyth or Jimmy Hill.
I'm aware of the gesture itself. I've just never heard it described crystal clear. Thank you.
Are we a bit short these days of big-chinned celebrities?
It's such a valid question, Rich. I don't know.
Is that why it's died out? Because people can't go, Jimmy Hill.
There's a chap up there.
Chap over there. Who's got a big chin these days? David Coulthard.
Yes, massive.
So you go, my dad's friends in the SAS.
Monaco
you go,
chin.
David Coulthard.
Yeah. In fact, the chin stays in Monaco, but sometimes the rest of for tax reasons.
He doesn't want to have to give away 50% of his chin to the HMRC. Oh no, that's all mine. Question, sir.
I live very nearly in Primrose Hill.
Oh.
Such a sweet, lovely place.
So fucking leafy. Sorry, go on.
And I own an Elvis.
You own an Elvis?
Yes.
Do you?
Shit off.
Amazing. Brilliant. Bravo.
Now, this is a terribly rude question, but for how many generations has your family had money? Is it about 20?
It's more than just,
Old money. That's wonderful.
No, it's got to go to hospital.
Yes.
It needs, it's got a lot of rust.
Of course.
So I need to buy something else to amuse me while that's being sorted out.
Well,
probably take about 6 months.
Subaru Forester.
Yeah, I have got a lovely Range Rover going if you want.
Yeah, we do. You haven't sold it?
No, do you know I haven't? For reasons I can't disclose. I'll go back up.
The microphone's still over there.
Yeah, I forgot to get the mic. Well, in fairness, the gentleman was still speaking.
This is great.
Thank you.
Primrose Hill, Elvis, multi-generational Elvis.
Now,
brilliant. Absolutely wonderful. Sweet, sweet guy? SSG?
Obviously nothing new.
What?
Nothing new. You can't have something new.
Oh, no, nothing new.
That would be horribly vulgar and stand out.
I was thinking XJS.
You were thinking XJS? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you've answered your own question.
Yes, you have.
I would, throw a Series 3 in there as well, maybe. Astra
I've never had those words heckled before.
Do you think we're saying old monkey? Is that where it's coming from? Because it's really not. That's like the opposite of what we're talking about. It's an Astra VXR. Old money, I would say. I mean, but also just playing it down, and a stopgap car.
Stopgap.
Maybe you could consider the car that I saw the other day that I sent a photo to Johnny of because I was so taken with it. Which
Is that
was
the algae-covered one?
incredibly algal Yaris.
Yes, it was. It was. It was so algal.
But it was algal. It was going like a trawler from the bottom up. A lot of algal cars, it's the roof and then it works its way down. But no, this, like it had rising damp.
Yes.
But it was seemingly running and hearty and no wheel trims. And it was and I just thought, I bet that's got years of life left in it.
Yeah, go algal.
And if it's just a stopgap until the Alvis is fixed up, then, why not? But otherwise, an XJS, perfect.
But with the XJS, can you fit a crook lock to it? Because the other day I saw a really modern car with a crook lock, one of those ones that you could just stare at it and you could probably snap it.
Yes. Right. It's actually just a big paperclip.
Yes, it is. And it had a little sticker in the window that says, warning, protected by crook lock. And seriously? That's like
you just
me.
wrote underneath, no, it's not.
That's like me putting warning, protected by Johnny Smith on my front door. Everyone would go, oh, yeah, okay.
Beware
not going
of
to
the
break
Johnny.
into that house.
Please do not feed the Johnny.
Yeah.
I think, well, there we go. There's a couple of options. XJS, or just get an algal Yaris until the Alvis.
Algal Yaris.
Any other questions? Oh, I saw that gentleman's arm go up.
This is great. It's my favourite part of the show, this.
Okay, thank you. It would be easy and obvious to ask you your favourite car at the concourse, but...
I haven't been round all of it. We haven't had time.
It's just that Viva.
Yeah.
We all seen the Viva?
Yeah.
There's a Viva.
The one with the frilly sills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, anyway.
Sorry, but...
You can pick any car out there to take away with you for life, but you have to perform a wheelbase body swap.
Oh, that's technical.
With what? With
anything else of your choosing.
Oh, okay.
So, a wheelbase. So, I've seen the Aston Lagonda out there.
Oh, yes.
Which we know is a mechanical liability of a car.
Yeah.
Not as much as a Range Rover, but, it's getting close. I would like to do a wheelbase, but I'm trying to think a wheelbase swap.
Just pop an Avensis under there and then it'd be reliable.
Avensis? What a horrible, dull piece of dirt.
I know, but it looks like a Lagonda. Where's your beat?
An Avensis Lagonda sounds quite cool.
Yeah.
I would like to do a swap of I'd like an Aston Lagonda EV. Controversial, I know. But I think it would make a really cool EV. So, I don't know, Polestar? Something like that might be a similar wheelbase.
I'm going to go the other way round. The car I'm taking away from out there, I think maybe is that new school Ferrari Daytona, the SP3. But then, I'm taking that away, popping on the body of an algal Yaris.
Oh.
Ultimate stealth.
Yeah. With a crook lock.
With a crook lock.
Yeah.
Every time.
Absolutely.
Right.
There's no cars on the London Concours lawn which have crook locks, which is, sad to see. But maybe
there's no Range Rovers there.
That's true.
Because I noticed whenever you go around London, you see like a brand new Range Rover Sport. It's got one of those sort of khaki, bright yellow things on it. Yeah. Because they keep getting nicked. Question over here. Yes.
Do people remember the Queen's secret car collection way back in the day? One of the best ever Smith and Sniff episodes where...
Do we remember that?
Do you remember it?
No.
The Queen's L322 down the side at Sandringham?
Oh, yes.
Question's going to fall horribly flat if you don't. Please do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
So can we update that for the new regime and tell us what's in the King's secret car collection? What's his oi car down the palace?
It's a little-known fact, I think, that His Majesty, King Charles... Is it King Charles III?
Mark III.
Yeah. Mark III. Yeah. King Charles Mark III.
Yeah. He's faced,
Series 3, yes. King Charles Series 3.
Stage 3. Yeah.
He's a a huge fast Vauxhall fan, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
So in fact, the Astra VXR is very relevant in this case.
Yeah.
He's got 6 of them, all the factory colours. I believe, because a friend of mine works in the Church of England and has met His Majesty a couple of times, and I think on one occasion they had a conversation, the phrase "well wicked blow-off valve" was used. So, he's an enthusiast. Red tops.
King Charles Cavaliers.
Loves them. King Charles Cavaliers.
He's in his own way. He doesn't like to brag because he's quite a humble king. But if you get chatting to him, he'll start the sentence with "not being funny, but," and then he'll open a big shed door round the back, and you'll look in, you'll go, "Fuck, there's like 80 of them."
Yeah.
He went, there's more to come.
Is that an original Nova SR with a 2-tone bodywork?
Yeah.
Fucking is.
Yeah.
He says.
Yeah. Too right. Is that 6 SRI 130s in a row? Yeah. They're all 230 horsepower though.
Yeah.
They were 130. Not enough for me.
Calibras.
He suddenly turned into a Cockney. I don't know why.
Well, that's his real voice, isn't it?
Pointing aggressively.
That's his Vauxhall voice.
That's his Vauxhall voice.
So, that's to answer your question. That's where we're at with
he couldn't stand
the reigning monarch.
Couldn't stand the fact that he used to have to drive an Audi all-road in public.
Do you remember he used to sometimes have an Omega?
Yes, he did.
That was him showing us colours, and they'd go, "Your Majesty, you're surely a more prestigious car. The Daimler is ready." Fuck that.
Yeah.
The Megas.
The Eagle Quest.
The Eagle Quest. Well, we didn't want to say too much, but there have been some phone calls.
Yeah. And texts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what WOT are you doing with the Quest?
Yeah.
3
YRMJSTY is how you abbreviate it.
Yeah.
Chazza, as we call him.
Yeah.
The big Charlie. He knows where it's at.
King Charles's calves, I'm telling you. Who needs to watch The Crown?
The Crane?
It's The Crane.
Crane.
It's all lies anyway.
Yeah.
There's no Cavaliers in that.
Well, no, but he forgets his job, and when you say crown to him, he's imagining the internals of a limited slip diff.
The crown
on
wheel.
one of his many Carltons that he's got. 3000s, obviously.
Sweet guy. What a sweet.
Another question.
Sorry. I'll do you next time. Right. With the microphone. No.
I don't know what you said. I don't know whether I want to.
Okay, I wish I'd never said it. It's all right.
So,
Gentleman here.
Richard, I had an affinity, I feel, with you when listening to your Panda Chronicles.
Yes.
Cars that have deeply hurt me, one in particular. So this question is really aimed at you, Johnny.
Oh, okay, that was a curveball.
Well, you've been through it enough, I feel.
I'm listening.
The car in question for me was a Skoda Fabia VRS, which continually tried to hurt me. Overheating in the snow, crossing the Orwell Bridge.
What?
The passenger's door stopped working when picking up a young lady for a first date.
Oh, shit.
She had to climb in through the window.
What?
Sorry, shouldn't have.
And then when I tried to sell the car, I wanted to look at the engine, fine. Enclosing the bonnet, the grille was attached to the bonnet on one of those, and as it came down, it caught my nipple and nearly took it off. But dedicated to the sale.
No, stop what you were just...
I really wanted to sell the car.
Did you just say the grille of the car tore your nipple off?
Well, not quite. I have sensitive nipples, but...
Wow.
It came down and glanced me, and I thought nothing of it.
I must have hurt like
that hurt, but I just carried on, and closing the deal, I took a glance down. There was blood coming down my teeth.
Oh my God!
The car really tried to hurt me, but Johnny, I feel, a man of experience you are, you must have had an experience with a car that continually tried to.
I've never had a car try and take my nipple. I tell you what, I did do. Back at the beginning of this year when I was shouting at the wind on a daily basis, I was
your nemesis.
Sick of it. I popped the bonnet of my Honda Element to try and work out why the power steering was squeaking as much as it was. Interesting times. And I leant in, and a big gust of wind came out of nowhere and hit the bonnet stay out the way, and the bonnet shut on me. And it really hurt, because it's quite heavy bonnets, it turns out, when they sort of hit the middle of your back. I was shouting non-stop at the wind and everything around me for about 10 minutes.
I love the way that shouting at the wind sounds like a euphemism, but actually you were just literally cross with a weather.
I was so angry at the wind. I was having a real middle-aged meltdown at the weather. So that's... I can't compete with the things that you've just said, if I'm completely honest.
No, I'm not sure many people could. That's extraordinary.
I have been burnt. I have been hurt by certain cars. But usually my cars have a habit of getting better just as you've decided to sell them. So then you have remorse. You're like, ooh, maybe I'll stay with this.
Have I told you that the new owner of my Panda messaged me?
To say it's perfect?
He's changed the battery and it's running like a dream.
Here comes the science.
Depressing, but anyway. Okay.
I'm still unpacking what I've
I know. I think
that's.
I'm still going to process that for the rest of.
What do you mean? There's more. What was it? Can I just say, the VRS badge on Skodas? I can't understand it. I never read it as VRS.
Well, you know why?
Why?
It's RS.
Yes.
The V is just a little design thing to mimic the little diacritic mark over the Skoda.
You've just walked back with the mic again.
Because I'm talking now.
Oh.
It's RS in other countries. It's only VRS here because Folds said to Skoda, you can't call your cars RS, that's ours. And got a bit shitty.
That would explain it.
So it's VRS in the UK alone.
Did you call yours what?
Silence the room with that.
Ruddy shit. Did you say?
The V is, unofficially within Skoda, they said that the V sign was a V sign to Ford, telling him to back off. So it could be a V sign to your nipple wound.
I'm going to have a think about what you're saying.
Last question, because we are running out of time. You saw someone over here that you said was going to be next.
At the risk of not getting back invited,
that's long gone now.
How did my colleagues look after you at Goodwood for the members' meeting? You can give me the real lowdown of how well they did.
What?
Your colleagues? Who were your colleagues? Right. They looked after us superbly.
Yeah.
They got me absolutely wazzered starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I had some really yummy food as well. So
I was treated really well, and I drank responsibly. My friend here drank like we were going to a house party in the early 90s.
It's what the kids now call preloading, isn't it?
Is it called preloading?
Yeah. That's
I never heard that.
Yeah. No, it's preloading. You have a drink before you go out because it's cheaper, which we used to do, but we just didn't call it preload.
No, we didn't call it anything, I don't think.
No, it's just all part of the continuum of drinking.
Getting ready.
Ready.
Yeah. My friend at university used to get ready with a litre of QC sherry.
Oh my God.
That was just to prime the carburettor before we were going out.
Prime the car. Get a bit of that down the cylinder bores and it'll fire right up.
Honestly, he would drink it like an energy drink.
Oh. Maybe that's why old ladies like it. It's what's keeping them going.
Oh, man. I bet he's got a gout.
Greybull.
I bet he's got a gout now. Must have.
Right, well, we should bring this to close. Thank you ever so much for all your questions. Thank you for coming along here to the London Concourse. We'll do some more questions again soon, but until then, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
If anyone's coming to the later show, don't bother, it's the same as this. I hope to see you soon.
Well, it won't be, because we don't know what we say, because like that guy over there said, remember that episode that you did about Royal's car?
I do remember that.
What I don't tell people is that I never ever listen to the podcast again. I never listened to them. I've listened to maybe 2 in all the years we've done it back.
Yeah, because you listened to one not that long ago and went, I listened to the podcast this week. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
With a tone of surprise.
I never
As if you thought that normally it sounds like it's on a medium wave radio or something and you can't make out what we're saying.
Yeah, no, I just don't listen to it. He edits it.
I edit it.
We have a deal. He edits
I listen to it at least twice because I edit it and then I listen back to make sure I haven't fucked up the edit.
He edits it, and I move the merchandise and store it.
He drives the van.
And I drive
It's
the
a
van.
division of labour.
All right? And that's the way it is. I'm like, he does the music because he always has an important deadline and wastes his time.
Johnny has an actual job that he has to do every day without slacking off.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't.
Yeah.
So when work is calling, time to fire up Logic Pro.
That's the truth of it. And I don't not listen to it again because I don't want to. I just don't. I don't know why.
I mean, I wouldn't if I didn't have to.